All India Radio presents Morning News. Good morning, I'm Abhishek Mukhopadhyay. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi asked states to take strict action against those responsible for attacks on Kashmiris. BJP Parliamentary Board meets in New Delhi to discuss poll preparedness for upcoming elections. Party to contest 13 of the 14 Lok Sabha seats in Jharkhand. India calls upon international community for a decisive action against terrorist groups and those engaged in terror activities. Government sets up a committee to examine insurance cover to advocates. And in sports, Indian campaign ends in All England Open Badminton Championship. Saina, Nehwal and Kidambi Srikanth crash out in quarterfinals. And in cricket, Australia beat India by 32 runs in the third ODI at Ranchi. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has asked state governments to take strict action against those responsible for attacks on Kashmiris. Addressing a public meeting at Kanpur in Uttar Pradesh, Mr. Modi condemned the recent assault on two Kashmiri traders in Lucknow, saying that it is very important to maintain an atmosphere of unity in the country. He congratulated the Yogi Adityanath government for acting promptly over the incident.
लखनऊ में कुछ सिरफिरे लोगों ने हमारे कश्मीरी भाइयों के साथ जो हरकत की थी, उस पर यूपी सरकार ने त्वरित कार्रवाई की। मैं अन्य राज्यों से भी आग्रह करूंगा कि जहां भी ऐसी हरकत करने की कोई कोशिश करे, उस पर कठोर से कठोर कार्रवाई की जाए।
Later, speaking in Ghaziabad, Mr. Modi hit out at the opposition for seeking proof of the Indian Air Force's airstrike on the Jaish-e-Mohammed terror camp at Balakot in Pakistan. He said Pakistan had tweeted about the airstrike first, and now some people are asking about the proof.
हमने ये पराक्रम किया है, ये सबसे पहले पाकिस्तान ने बताया था। अब मुझे बताइए, क्या पाकिस्तान मूर्ख है क्या? जो ये कहेगा कि मुझे मारा, मुझे मारा, मुझे मारा। ये हमारे लोग पूछ रहे हैं, अरे मारा है तो सबूत दो। विरोधी दल कान खोल के सुन लो, मेरा सबूत ये 130 करोड़ हिंदुस्तान वासियों का विश्वास है।
Mr. Modi said those who are raising doubts over the airstrike should refrain from doing anything that makes Pakistan happy. Prime Minister also charged the previous government for not taking any strong action against Pakistan following the 26/11 Mumbai terror attack. Mr. Modi was on a day-long visit to Uttar Pradesh yesterday, during which he launched a number of development projects. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will launch various development projects at Pandit Deendayal Upadhyay Institute of Archaeology at Greater Noida in Uttar Pradesh today. Our correspondent reports that Mr. Modi will unveil a plaque to mark the inauguration of the institute and a statue of Pandit Deendayal Upadhyay at the campus.
The Prime Minister will also inaugurate Noida City Centre, Noida Electronic City section of the Delhi Metro. The 6.6 km long section of the Delhi Metro's Blue Line will provide a convenient and faster mode of transport for the residents of Noida. Mr. Modi will lay the foundation stone of two thermal power plants. One is 1320 megawatt super thermal power plant at Khurja in Bulandshahr district of Uttar Pradesh and another at Buxar in Bihar with the same capacity. Both power projects are based on supercritical technology and are equipped with latest emission control technology to protect the environment. Anupam Mish, AI News, Delhi.
The BJP Parliamentary Board met in New Delhi last night to discuss the forthcoming Lok Sabha polls, among other issues. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Party President Amit Shah, and other members of the board attended the meeting. There was no official statement on what happened in the meeting, but the board is said to have discussed party's preparedness and strategies for the elections. After the meeting, BJP General Secretary Bhupendra Yadav said the party will contest on 13 of the 14 Lok Sabha seats in Jharkhand, while all Jharkhand Students' Union AJSU will fight on one seat. AJSU is a partner in the BJP-led government in the state. In West Bengal, CPIM has announced names of candidates for two Lok Sabha seats in the state. The Left Front Chairman, Biman Basu, told reporters in Kolkata last evening that sitting MPs from Raiganj and Murshidabad, Mohammad Salim and Badruddoza Khan, have been renominated. A Kolkata correspondent reports that the State Congress has expressed displeasure over unilateral announcement of candidates by the Left Front.
move to forge an alliance between Congress and CPIM-led Left Front ran into trouble after Left Front chairman Biman Basu announced names of two candidates. Congress demanded both the seats as it has strong base there. The Left Front has also announced that they will not put up candidates in 4 seats where Congress won last parliamentary election. Arijit Chakraborty, AIR News, Kolkata.
The government has set up a committee to examine the issues related to framing of a proper structured scheme for providing insurance cover to advocates and suggest modalities for its implementation. Law and Justice Minister Ravi Shankar Prasad has set up the 5-member panel under the chairmanship of Secretary Legal Affairs. The committee will recommend a comprehensive insurance scheme for the welfare of advocates all over the country to address concerns relating to untimely death and medical insurance. India has again called upon the international community for a decisive action against terrorist groups and those engaged in terror activities. In a press statement after delegation-level talks with Costa Rican President Carlos Alvarado Quesada in San Jose, Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu said the Pulwama terror attack has once again demonstrated the need for a collective response against terrorism. Mr. Naidu said he and Mr. Quesada discussed in detail the menace of terrorism and the need to fight it out in one voice. Talks were also held on cooperation in areas including biotechnology, renewable energy, pharmaceuticals, space, academic exchange and eco-tourism. 2 documents on cooperation in biotechnology and diplomatic facilitation were signed and exchanged after the talks. Earlier, Mr. Naidu was conferred with the degree of Doctor of Letters honoris causa at the University for Peace. He is the first Indian to be bestowed with the honor. In Jammu and Kashmir, an army Jawan was abducted by suspected terrorists from his residence at Kazipura, Chadura area of Badgam district last night. The soldier of the J&K Light Infantry Unit was on leave. No outfit has claimed responsibility for the kidnapping. Security sources said a search operation has been launched. Foundation stones for development of 8-lane access-controlled Dwarka Expressway and Delhi-Mumbai Expressway were laid in New Delhi yesterday. Road Transport and Highway Minister Nitin Gadkari, External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj and Finance Minister Arun Jaitley also inaugurated the Jaipur Ring Road through a video link. Information Broadcasting Minister Rajyavardhan Rathore and Haryana Chief Minister Manohar Lal were also present. The Centre and the Asian Development Bank, ADB, have signed a $26 million loan agreement to provide additional financing for improving drainage infrastructure in Dibrugarh town of Assam. The ongoing loan of $51 million under the Assam Urban Infrastructure Investment Program is helping to improve water supply infrastructure in Guwahati and solid waste management and drainage infrastructure in Guwahati and Dibrugarh. Aam Aadmi Party MLA from Uttam Nagar in Delhi, Naresh Balyan, was detained by the Income Tax Department for questioning yesterday after the team found over 2 crore rupees cash allegedly linked to the legislator and his builder associates. Officials said the MLA and 2 others were questioned by the tax officials to ascertain if the recovered cash was illegal and unaccounted for. The Indian Challenge ended at the All England Open Badminton Championships in Birmingham last night following the quarterfinal exit of Saina, Nehwal and Kidambi Srikanth. In the women's singles, 8-seed Saina lost to world number 1 Tai Tzu Ying of Chinese Taipei 15-21, 19-21, while in men's singles Srikanth placed 7th was beaten by top seed Japanese Kento Momota. In cricket, Australia defeated India by 32 runs in the 3rd ODI of the 5-match series at Ranchi last night. The men in blue are still leading the series 2-1. Put into bat, the Aussies had posted 313 for 5, riding on a 193-run opening wicket stand between skipper Aaron Finch and Usman Khwaja. And now for an overview of today's newspapers, it's over to Saira Mujtaba.
Thank you, Abhishek. The Supreme Court ordering mediation by a 3-member panel to settle the Ram Janmabhoomi Babri Masjid title dispute case dominates headlines this morning. No Ayodhya verdict before polls as Supreme Court sends case for mediation, leads the Times of India, adding, seeks report from panel within 8 weeks. Court gives mediation a chance in Ayodhya case, says Hindustan Times. In a story on India-Pakistan tension, the statesman quotes the Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi as saying, India-Pakistan should turn the page for peace. The Hindustan Times says, China urges India-Pakistan to leave tension behind, build ties. Hindustan Times, quoting Minister of State for Information and Broadcasting and Youth Affairs and Sports, Rajyavardhan Rathore, writes, Opposition politicizing airstrikes, Rafale. Pak prevents media access to Balakot, buttresses India claims, reports the Tribune. And finally, the Times of India reports that a stray dog called Meera is believed to have become the first of a species to ascend a 7,000-meter high mountain. And with that, it's back to you, Abhishek.
Thank you, Sarah. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi asked states to take strict action against those responsible for attacks on Kashmiris. BJP Parliamentary Board meets in New Delhi to discuss poll preparedness for upcoming elections. Party to contest 13 of the 14 Lok Sabha seats in Jharkhand. India calls upon international community for a decisive action against terrorist groups and those engaged in terror activities. Government sets up a committee to examine insurance cover to advocates. And in sports, Indian campaign ends in All England Open Badminton Championship. Saina, Nehwal and Kidambi Srikanth crash out in the quarterfinals. And in cricket, Australia beat India by 32 runs in the third ODI at Ranchi. And for details of these stories and more, log on to our website www.newsonair.nic.in. And with that, we end the morning news. Have a nice day.